for weeks now, the scene being set for an income tax rise.
In the months ahead, we will face further tests. We will all have to contribute to that effort. Each of us must do our bit.
I won't duck those challenges. Of course, we're looking at tax and spending as well.
Then, just days ago, the clearest sign yet that big Labour promises were about to be broken.
It would, of course, be possible to stick with the manifesto commitments, but that would require things like deep cuts in capital spending.
Now different noises coming from here. Treasury sources saying a rise in the headline rate of income tax will not be in the budget. Thresholds will be looked at instead, along with hikes to smaller taxes.
Good morning, everyone.
Fresh from a briefing battle with Number 10, the Health Secretary appearing to approve.
It is really important that we keep our promises and that we stand by our manifesto. We came into government with a broken economy, broken public services, but also broken trust in politics. The fact there's been speculation about income tax rises, I think, shows two things. Firstly, how challenging the situation is in the public finances, and secondly, how determined the chancellor is to stick to her fiscal rules.
The Tory leader once again seizing on the uncertainty.
It's very clear that they're in a mess. They've been talking about tax rises on income tax for ages now, weeks and weeks throughout the summer. Now they're saying no. It's good if they're not going to increase income taxes, but the truth is they shouldn't be increasing any taxes at all. But I've never seen a government do this in the run-up to a budget. I have never seen this level of chaos, this level of irresponsibility.
Budgets are where politics and economics meet. Decisions taken by the Chancellor in Number 11 having a big impact next door.
Sources here say a reason for this change is better than expected numbers coming from the official forecaster, meaning that Rachel Reeves has a smaller black hole to fill in the budget. But be in no doubt, a big driver of this is politics. The fear of being the first government to put up income tax in 50 years, the fear of blowing up a central part of last year's manifesto, and after a disastrous autumn of political missteps, the fear that Labour backbenchers simply wouldn't swallow such a bitter pill.
But the U-turn had an immediate market impact as UK borrowing costs jumped amid the uncertainty. Economists warning of the dangers of changing tack.
The amount you're going to bring in is harder to predict. There's a risk of upsetting lots of smaller interest groups, maybe increasing the risk of U-turns and reversals down the line. And for all those reasons, bond market investors don't view it as credible or deliverable a package.
We're used to budget speculation, but is this normal?
I think this year is something different. Increasing uncertainty is leading people to change their behaviour in advance, maybe putting off that house sale or putting off that business investment decision in response. And I don't think it's good for economic growth.
For the Chancellor and Prime Minister, this budget will map out their political futures. But after weeks of errors and mishaps, this latest course correction may only add to the political danger the government finds itself in. Rob Powell, Sky News in Westminster.